Week 3 of my Minimalist Decluttering Collab challenge is done. See what all I let go of this week. Hello everyone, my name is Misty Nicole from LadyPrefersToSave.com. Welcome to week 3 of the Minimalist Collab. As you can see, it is a workout day and a laundry day here at home, but I wanted to hop on and let you all know everything that was going on with this week's challenge again. As with last week, I am going to go ahead in the description bar below and list the playlist for this collab, which was originated by Roxanne of The Guy's Life. I'm also going to add this week's Spotify playlist, a link to this week's Printable meal plan in case you would be interested in seeing that, as well as then hopping right on into this week's video. It was a mixture of things that I'm letting go of, and so it was really, really cathartic to be able to get rid of even more things from my already minimalist home. And with that said, let's jump in. For day 15, I went ahead and decluttered 15 items that I can no longer wear that were size 3X. So for the start of day 16, I have a few more clothing pieces here. A red fleece sweater, a couple waffle knit sweaters, a chenille sweater, all of which are now too big for me, and a couple pairs of socks for the first part of today's decluttering. And also on day 16, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the set of pillowcases and sheets and this king size fleece blanket because I'm trying to replace all of the fleece with bamboo and cotton only, so it's a little more breathable and natural, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. And also more clothes that I can no longer wear because they are too big, including these swim pants and a pair of J. Crew linen pants and these white jeans from LL Bean, both of which the second two still have tags on them and they are way, way too big now, so definitely going to pass those on to my local charity shop. I'm also going to pass on this book because I think I had some kind of class or something, or it may have been a review book, but I ended up having two. Not sure where the second one came from, but I'm going to pass that on. And then another one of the canning rings, as you can see, that has some rust in it, so I'm going to go ahead and recycle that. And so that is everything for day 16. For day 17 of my decluttering challenge, I went through my shoes and picked out some that I haven't worn in quite some time, including these suede lace-up boots and espadrilles, leopard print, some leather boots, some fleece sneakers. I don't know what I was thinking with that one. Some Minnetonkas, Crocs that I received as a gift, some more Minnetonkas, and a set of shoe horns, and they're technically 18 items. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is a wrap for day 17. For day 18, I am going to go ahead and donate 4 of these chandelier bulbs because we no longer have that light fixture, but since they are still new, I can donate those to Habitat for Humanity. About 6 mason jar rings and lids that I can pop into recycling. I have these 2 plastic ice trays and I am upgrading to metal. I have a seamstress tape, a pineapple tidbit maker that came with my pineapple core that I can go ahead and donate. Also some adhesive tabs I can donate to my husband's school. And the latex scrunchie can actually go in compost. And I no longer need the dish drain, and so those are 18 things for day 18. For day 19, I am going to donate this large reusable bag to put things in, another plastic organizer, the last 3 of my 2X clothing items, a camisole, a tunic, and a sweater. Also, my husband is donating his oldest pair of New Balance, so I'm going to count both of those. 3 pairs of his undies that he said to go ahead and donate, and I can cut those up and compost those. 7 organza bags. A piece of cat food that I don't know where it came from. And 2 partial rolls of wax paper that I can cut up and put into compost. And so that is everything for day 19. For day 20, I am going to pass on 2 of my oldest towels. I can either compost them or pass them on to a local animal shelter. I'm also going to pass on 2 small drying sheets and 2 chamois towels because I'm also trying to minimize microfiber at my house, because microfiber, when you wash it, releases a lot of very, very small microscopic plastic threads each time you do your laundry that go right into tributaries and water sources, and they are lethal to a lot of marine life internationally. In fact, the EPA recently released a study that said 1/3 of all large marine life that is autopsied by the EPA contains microfiber threads, small plastic beads from the cosmetic industry, or plastic grocery bags, and that is a huge thing that I'm trying to help avoid. Also, oldies but goodies, I'm definitely passing on these discs that I ripped to my computer to my local charity shop. Harry Connick Jr. plays the piano, and Johnny Cash. The half a piece of 3M Velcro that I'm going to go ahead and pass on. 2 small pieces of jewelry making accessories that I can go and throw in recycling. I'm also going to pass on these 4 necklaces from Sense of Style I received for a blog review. I really don't need to hold on to platitudes, as nice as they are, because body positivity and self-worth is something that comes from yourself and is innate, and I really don't need to wear jewelry to perpetuate that. And I'm also going to pass on to my husband these pens and highlighters that I really don't need because someone at school can use them. And so that is everything for day 20. So for day 21, there are several things that I'm going to go ahead and par with, and the first is this antique globe. We really don't use it at home, and generally when we want to look up anything in terms of geography, we would of course use the Nat Geo app or things of that sorting, so we'll pass that on. There's a lot of people that do great Pinterest projects, including cutting the globes in half and making lighting fixtures, so somebody will be able to use that. I'm also, because I did find that my last video was a little excessive on some of the small appliances, I'm going to pass on that crock pot as well to my local charity shop. I'm also going to pass on these 2 kombucha bottles, an olive jar, to someone in my local free cycle group. I also have several elastic cable ties for electronics that I can pass on, as well as these New Balance sandals that someone in my family threw into the dryer, and so they kind of warped funny, so I'm going to press those with something heavy and see if I can pass those along, as well as those 3 small storage cubes. I'm also going to pass on a lot of plastic things that we really just don't need anymore, including this dish tub, the laundry basket, as well as these 4 egg carton containers that I originally purchased from the Dollar Tree and was super excited to find them about a year or so ago. But as I'm no longer eating eggs as a vegan and someone who's plant-based, I'm definitely going to pass those along. I originally had purchased them so that I could take them with me to my local farmer's market and pick up eggs, but now I no longer need that. But if that's something that you would do, definitely get yourself something reusable and cut down the styrofoam waste at home. I'm also going to pass on, as you saw in the back, a plastic funnel that I no longer need for cleaners because I upgraded to a metal funnel. I'm also going to pass on this keyboard to my husband's school because he is a STEM educator, and so someone either in his classroom or in his school will be able to use that, so that definitely will not go to waste. And then of course there is this little bitty espresso scoop that I received that also has a tamper on the back, and since I'm really downsizing all of my plastics and the fact that the espresso maker went kaput, we're going to go ahead and donate that along with this electric skillet. And if you look inside the skillet, you can see that it's starting to miss some of the Teflon, and I'm not sure if anybody else has experienced this, but it's kind of gross. Everything that I've had lately with Teflon just seems to be flaking, and so I definitely want to just pass this on in my local charity shop and make sure that I am intentionally buying ceramic, stainless steel, and cast iron moving forward, because that just kind of icks me out. I'm not really interested in that. I also received this adult coloring book as a blind sample from a PR agency last holiday season that I'm not going to use. I'm going to definitely pass that on to someone in our former co-op in the neighborhood. I'm also going to donate to my husband's school these pocket protectors, tracing paper, and sheet protectors. They're not even opened yet, and so somebody can use them between the school and the former homeschooling co-op. Somebody can use those. Also, I am donating this Pioneer Woman crockpot, slow cooker, because I've read some really horrible reviews about that, where the glass lids actually shatter. You can go on Walmart.com and look up the product and see that for yourself. Definitely not something you want to keep around with little hands and little paws at home. I also want to pass on this small baking dish because I originally got it for our convection oven, and previous to our toaster oven, and I have a new set that I received for a product review for my blog, and I just don't really need 2 sets anyway, as well as these 3 reams of paper that I no longer need. I have in my stash, so I'm going to donate those to my husband's school along with the wooden chair that I no longer need for day 20.